Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I have a modification that I've been so hyped to do. Really, since I ever even bought my E92, I've been waiting to do this modification, but I just never got around to it. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys right now, this modification I did completely transforms just the drivability and usability of your freaking BMW. And over the course of owning my E92, you guys already know I've done so many upgrades, interior and exterior wise. See, the whole interior is completely swapped. When I got the car, it was gray. I have the carbon handle over there, all the trim that I wrapped, my F30 style shifter. And although all these upgrades seem kind of small and unnoticeable, besides maybe the interior swap, this next upgrade that I did to my car was massive, and it's so noticeable. As soon as you get in the car, it's noticeable to yourself and everybody else. Now, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. And so just panning around the interior of my car, you can see that this is new. And you might be asking, what is this, unless you have iDrive in your car? And this is gonna lead me into today's video of that huge 8-inch touchscreen display that I have installed in my BMW E92. And so as you guys can see, it's really mounted in the dashboard and keeps the existing radio installed in the car. And I really wanted to drop a full install video of this, guys, but honestly, it would just take way too long. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to give y'all an install video, but at least I can give y'all a product review video. What I went ahead and did is I found a whole bunch of different options that basically mounted in the dashboard that looked OEM. Finally, I found this guy selling this setup right here. He bought it brand new and it kind of irked him thinking about cutting into the dashboard. So I bought this thing off of him for a steal of a price. So basically what I had to do is basically cut a hole in my dashboard with a box cutter, revealing this little soft leather material. And then after that, I had to get a Dremel with a metal saw blade and basically go through and cut a hole in my freaking dashboard. That took quite a bit of time. That took hours for me to actually get the hole exactly how I wanted. What I did was I undershot the hole, made it smaller than it had to be, then slowly branched it out. That way I didn't risk making the hole too big to where it was exposed. So I started off small and just kept branching out more and more and more. It completely modernizes the way the entire interior looks. So I'm about to go ahead and power it on and go ahead and show y'all all the capabilities that it does. So basically how this thing functions is all the wiring harnesses plug straight into the actual radio, so you don't even have to replace it. It comes with a couple looms that basically plug straight into that, and then from there you have all your USB for your CarPlay, your 3.5, and your reverse camera and all that type of stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and grab our key, pop this in. Since it is connected to the head unit, as soon as the head unit turns on, it turns on as well. And you can see, pops up with a nice OEM look. So from here we have our little home screen menu, and you can see original car. It comes with Wi-Fi CarPlay and USB CarPlay. So if you're not plugged in, you can still CarPlay to this thing remotely using Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Like I said, this thing is touchscreen, so you can actually go through and just click all the settings. You have your EQ settings right here. And this is actually a pretty big deal, guys. The OEM sound settings are pretty limited in what they can do. Obviously, you can turn up your bass and treble, etc. But this little unit right here lets you fine tune it even more. You can bump your treble, your alto, your bass. You can bump it up or less accordingly, and basically gives you even more control and overall gives you a better sound system. But yeah, guys, these are some of the options. We're gonna go ahead and go back. From here, you have a few other options. You have music. You can actually go through and put music off of SD card, USB, etc. So actually stored music, you can throw it on there. Same thing for video playback as well. From here, we have Android Auto. I have an iPhone, but Android Auto, I already checked it out, works completely perfectly fine. Then we have setup where we have all of our settings I just showed y'all. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna plug up my phone and just basically show y'all the USB CarPlay. So this little iDrive knob, guys, comes with that screen and it works perfectly fine. So your little coin holder, your little whatever you wanna call this thing that's usually here, literally pops straight out and this comes straight in. And don't mind these little fitment issues. These are because my trim is kind of messed up, not because this little iDrive unit itself. This thing's really old and this thing has a little broken tab underneath. So that's why it fits how it does, but it should actually fit perfectly flush in someone else's car. You literally rotate to change the settings. You can see I'm rotating the little knob right here. And you can go through and click whatever. And then this little inside thing is a button, so you literally click it and that's how you select different options and different settings, etc. All these little buttons work as well. One thing I'll say off the bat is they're not really programmed to a set function as good as they could be. If I hold the little map button, it'll activate my Siri. But besides that, all these buttons kind of do something different than what the label says they do, except maybe the back and option button. But honestly, guys, it's really cool that they even throw this in. It literally wires up, the little wire connector comes up through and plugs into the back of the display, which is covered. But guys, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and plug my phone in and actually show y'all all the capabilities that this thing does. Because I'm telling you right now, this thing is freaking sick. It looks as OEM as you'll ever get with any aftermarket screen, head unit radio that you could really buy for any BMW, any car in general. So yeah guys, we're gonna go ahead and plug this thing up right now. And this is actually gonna give you your CarPlay capabilities. So I went ahead and plugged my Apple cable into here. And now that my phone is plugged in, you can see it says connecting, then it fires up CarPlay. Right off the bat, guys, you can see I had my map open earlier, but the default screen here, this little icon here in CarPlay is basically gonna give you a little overview. So it's just show you maps, what music you're playing, and all of your little favorited icons when it comes to navigation. But from here, we can literally touch the screen, or we can use the knob that's supplied. Because you have full CarPlay, so you can really navigate all through here. You have all of your little options. You can scroll through all your songs. I can literally scroll just like I'm on Spotify on my phone and scroll down, really select any song. You have all the options. It's a full CarPlay system. You can basically go through, shuffle, freaking like the song, do whatever. So we do have our little phone icon that we can click, and we can go through and basically check all of our recent contacts and etc. You can literally make whole phone calls off of here, which is really sick, guys. So I'll show you an example. And you can literally go ahead and call somebody just off this. What you can go ahead and do is go back to this screen. And this is usually the screen I keep it on, guys, because it's a good balance of everything. I can navigate music and all that good stuff. This is actually like the little home screen setup that we have going on. You can actually use all these applications, really go through and read the news if I wanted to. You go through the articles, listen to podcasts. You can do a whole bunch of super sick stuff on here. You can literally navigate all of these applications and use all of them. Settings, I mean, you can go in, change your preferences, change your wallpaper, all that type of stuff. Like, you have full entire Apple CarPlay at the touch of a finger right here in the vehicle. Having this maps capability right here is honestly just so much more safe. The fact that you don't have to go through and actually use your phone and look back and forth, you have everything right here. Hey guys, overall, this thing's just freaking great. There's really no downsides that I've seen to it for as long as I've had it in here. Well guys, I really hope you found this video helpful. I hope you love the way this display looks as much as I do. If you love the way this thing looks, go and smash that thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions on the setup, the installation, what I used to cut through the dash, how the little iDrive knob is set up, literally anything that you have questions on, go ahead and drop them down below and I will be sure to go ahead and respond. If you're not subscribed, guys, go and smash the subscribe button. I don't know what you're waiting for. That way you guys can see all the cool content like this that might be helpful to you guys. At the end of the day, I literally just make this content to help y'all out. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all for the support. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.